It is frozen here. It's like, I think it's like 3 degrees. It got down to like -3 last night. It was horrible. I thought we were going to be off from work, but no. Well, it was up to our discretion, and I'm going to see if I can make it in. I got to drive like 30 miles, and we'll see how it goes. It seems like it's actually not so bad. It's not as bad as driving in the ice, because we did get some snow. We got probably about, not very much really, not like, I think we were supposed to get like 3 to 8 inches, but this is that first snowstorm, and it was snowing. It snowed like all day nearly yesterday, but it was tiny little flakes, and it's not snowing right now, but it is supposed to start snowing again, I think at around midnight or something, which if it's like wet precip, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drive in tomorrow. If it's got all kinds of ice and snow, I don't know. But I'm just trying to drive slow. I'm going like 20 miles an hour. And, oh, it's just so cold. It's awful. And hopefully I'll make it there safe. But I think the highway will be treated, so I don't think it'll really be that bad. It's just so freaking cold. I'm amazed my car battery has been really good. I hope this doesn't kill it. Ooh. It's been really strong, so hopefully it'll last through the rest of the winter. And it's just so cold here, unbelievably cold. And it's gonna be -1, I think, tonight. It's supposed to be like maybe 10 or 12 degrees today, and I didn't see hardly anybody's cars that were left the house. Most people stayed home, I guess. And there is a statewide, emergency or weather disaster or something, whatever. The governor, Greg Abbott, he declared a weather disaster emergency or something like that, because it came across the whole of Texas. All of Texas, sorry. And, I mean, even down to the coastline. Every inch of Texas is supposed to receive snow. And there was some parts that were supposed to receive like 8 inches or something. Wow, this road feels really bumpy and horrible. I'm going to pull over to make sure I don't have a flat tire, because it sounds really weird. God, this is weird. Oh my gosh. Before I get on the highway. Okay. I'll get back to y'all later. I've got to pull over and make sure and check. I'm going to check this before I get on the highway. Okay. Safely pull over before I can turn y'all off. Okay. Well, I'll see y'all in a little bit. I'm back. Well, I pulled over. No, I don't have flat tire. It's just a weird way I guess just the weather and the road, it just feels weird, but amazingly, it's really dry, and I don't know if y'all can see out the window. I can only turn it so much, and if y'all can see out there, it's just frozen over snow, very, very cold, and there is some traffic out here. I'm amazed. One of the car dealerships was closed, and then one of the other ones that I just passed by was open. So some of the businesses are not opening up, or either they're probably going to open up late. Because, okay, it says 1 degree on my temperature gauge here. So I don't even know if that's correct, but it's just so cold here, and we're not used to it, so a lot of places will not be open. I think most convenience stores will be open. They almost never close. In almost no kind of weather, they usually stay open, or they may close between like midnight and like 6 a.m. sometimes, but very rare does that ever happen. Maybe like, I think we had a little blizzard here a few years ago, and for more than a few years, it was probably like 7 or 8 years ago, but I want to say about half the businesses here will be closed because we're just not used to this weather, and it just kind of like cripples this part of the country when we do this because we just aren't used to it. And plus with the driving, it's really dangerous, and sometimes the employers here, they do have some kind of care that most of the time, sometimes they want you to come to work. And I guess up north, northeast, I guess since y'all are used to it, most places just, I don't know, it's just a given that y'all are going to show up and go to work. So I don't know. I don't think I could survive in like Michigan or somewhere. I wouldn't be good at it. I hate hot weather, but cold weather like this, I hate even worse. I can take I actually like cool weather, like in the 50s or 60s. That doesn't bother me because it's so hot here in the summertime. When fall gets here, it's such a relief, But this is unbearable. I know I gripe about it a lot, but this is such a phenomenon. Like I said, it's been one time in 50 years that it's been below zero around here. I think it's been like one or two, maybe hit zero, but I do remember one time we were little kids, and my mom, and I think this is the time that it hit below zero. I remember she pulled all of us into the living room she took my sister's mattress, like a twin bed, and got all the blankets and pillows, put it in the floor in the living room. We had a fireplace, and actually I think it was a gas fireplace, not a real fireplace. But I remember we slept on the floor that night, and I was about 6 years old, I think, which that would have been 1971. I think that's what it said on the weather. When I looked it up, I think it said 1971. I think because we lived in this one house, and I remember we were on the floor in front of the fire and the heater. Gas. I think it had a gas insert into like one of those stone fireplaces, and I remember we slept on the floor that night, and we huddled under the blankets and everything, and it was warm because we all were right in front of the fire. So I remember that, and then I remember a few times when it got extremely cold, and there was one time I didn't have heat, and I was living in a mobile home, and it got down to like 3 or 4 degrees, and I just put all my dogs on the bed, and we got under the covers, and we just huddled together, and I put a ton of blankets on. We actually stayed pretty warm. We just couldn't go out from the blankets, and I think I had like 4 or 5 dogs, and I had them all packed around me, and amazingly, they saved me. They kept me warm, and it's been a hard time right now. I hope everybody is safe and trying to keep warm. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go now. Okay. I'm coming up to my turn off, and I really don't like using the phone. I got hooked onto this little holder thing, but I gotta watch the turns and everything. Alright, I'll see y'all later. Bye.